Good day. We are doing a monthly astrological sign reading for Pisces. This is for February 2018, and we are using my Tarot Angel card deck. Hope that you guys are having a wonderful month so far. Not sure when you're watching this. I'm putting this out at the end of January, so you guys can have a little look at what is to come for February. We have a full moon, which is a blue moon, happening on the 31st of January. It's very, very, very intense energy. Because it's an eclipse, it has such a strong energy. We also had a full moon happening at the very beginning of January. So I'm just having a little chat about this because I feel like if you're a New Year's resolution person, Pisces are very emotion-based. So if they have goals, they tend to really not fixate, but they can be perfectionists, so they really like to focus in on what it is that they're trying to achieve. So they may be a little more goal-oriented, but they put a lot of heart and soul into what they do. So if you had some New Year's resolutions, what happens is we need to focus on those, but understand that we're going to adapt to them. So if there's anything that you want to do, and you haven't done it yet, you're going to find February you can really add to those goals to make it even better or even bigger. So Knight of Air, events that occur with great speed. So that's what I was just saying. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. So I'd actually say pen and paper for you guys is really important, to actually sit down and write out your thoughts, write out your feelings, maybe some goals. If you have friends that you want to connect with, you could even, this sounds weird, but write them a letter. I'm feeling like there are some tragedies that have been occurring in the world. I brought that up in my two last readings as well, because I think that we're highly, highly sensitive right now from the moon, and as well as some from the natural disasters. So what happens is our energy is very, very connected to the earth, just like the moon affects us. Anything that disturbs our earth also affects us emotionally. And where you guys are emotion-based people, just understand that if there's anything physical going on within you, it's important to acknowledge the whys. I also think that knowledge is super, super important for you guys. So catching up on anything that you need to catch up on to learn or to grow is really important. So that's why review comes up, because it's more about like reviewing some things and making some set goals, I guess. So unity, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So that's where I was talking about reconnecting with friends. I really think that your attitudes are pretty good this month. So if you're a person that likes to learn, then it's a great month for sharing with other people what you learned. Maybe taking something like a class, or just going to the gym with a friend. Just like be with a friend, or make friends a part of your process, a part of your situation. It's time to kind of get on board with almost like whatever you want. So it's awesome. 6 of Air, things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. This is more about solutions to problems and could be finance related. It actually is saying in my mind that rather than, if you want to go back to school, try not to think about the money. If you want to take a class, try not to think about the money. You can learn anything you want to online. I teach this stuff online. I'm just starting to teach my Reiki courses online. So I think that's a big thing, is just knowing that yes, those things cost money, but you can also learn a lot of things for free. Like YouTube is free. So don't let money get in the way of I think it's more about relationship building this month and a lot of learning. So don't let that stuff get you down either. A complex decision. I need to do research. So, okay, that's why this is coming up, because I'm saying research. You can learn in so many ways. So you really need to review and research this month. Stop procrastinating. So again, don't let things get in your way or hold you back. Scientific evidence is coming up as well. If you maybe what I'll try to do is go on to my Facebook page, and I will try to like find some scientific research behind some of the things that I do. So maybe that's something that interests you and you can go on. But regardless, if there's anything that interests you, start doing your own research about science. If you're interested in this stuff but you want to know more science, there's lots of science to back a lot of things up. So just look it up. 5 of water. Things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. So this is about, I feel like, social acceptance. So for instance, say you're interested in this, but it may be socially not accepted in your family, or you may be embarrassed with the fact that you're interested in this, we'll just say. So then it's like, don't be afraid to get in touch with people that are interested in this stuff, and then become kind of like, rather than feeling isolated, that's where the friendship stuff comes up. Like, get involved with people if you don't feel like you have a lot of friends, and get involved with people that share similar interests. Make some friends, okay? 2 of fire. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. New partnerships. So this is really talking about become a part of groups that are a little bit different. So this is very different. So joining groups, joining associations, that sort of thing. Like people's stuff. Jump on board. If you like sports, then you may want to buy new sports equipment. I really feel like you really need to kind of push the envelope a little bit here. If you like baking, do like a lot of baking, stuff like that. The power of creativity. Baking, creativity. Recognition for very high quality work. Be a team player. Teams, working with others. So this is talking more about getting excited. I feel like you guys have really awesome energies, so use it. And don't be afraid to dodge a bullet either. That's coming up. So if it's like there are things that you don't really want to do, then don't do it. But there's a difference between procrastinating on something, like making excuses, and then actually like doing something that you actually know you're not supposed to do. So I think that's a big thing. You know, spending time with the people you want to be spending time with, joining groups with people that are a little more like-minded. 2 of air, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Yeah, so difference between procrastination, that's what I was saying. What you want to make sure is like you're not blowing people off, that sort of thing. So it's fine if you don't want to hang out with people, but understand that we have to continue to make connections. So not burning any bridges, that sort of thing. So that may be a little communication thing, making sure that you're hanging out with the right people, or you're connecting to the right people that are more like you. Relationships, intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. Archangel Raphael, the lover. So this is so much about being unique and being your own person and being different. You guys may be going through a time, some of you may be going through a time where you need to be comfortable with yourself. And that's a part of this problem that you're having, is like maybe you are a really special person, but you don't feel special because the people around you aren't making you feel that way. So it all starts from within. So you're making the choices that you're making your own choices. So don't blame anybody else if things aren't working out in the way that you want them to. Really have to start kind of scratching the surface in some areas of your life, I feel. And that's why health is coming up, but it could be spiritual, it could be creativity, relationship-based, etc. The moon. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So looking at your life in a more not reflection, but I was talking about writing things down. Now, what steps do I need to take in order to get here? And then I feel like you'll see it a lot more clearly. Last card, 9 of water. I'm feeling like towards the end of the month, you may feel like it was quite a month. So it makes sense because of the energy that you guys have happening. I feel like taking some time out for yourself and relaxing. So I really enjoy like lavender and chamomile tea. You may find, like I was talking about baking earlier, anything that will make you feel better. like a certain type of activity, that's what you're being called to at the end of February. So look at it kind of as a reward to yourself. I'm going to do a few things for myself, a little bit more in quiet, active meditation. Your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. So yes, so whether it's drinking that tea or reading that book at the end of the month, just make sure you take that little bit of time for yourselves. Thank you so much. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, sharing, going onto my Facebook or my Instagram, and being a part of my little social circle. Thanks again. Bye.